Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Hobby Corner. I hope you are all well. I know you're all used to me being late or not turning up. So the fact that I'm bang on time has probably confused you. And that's why there's nobody in the chat right now. Because they're all expecting me to be late. Summer holidays is madness. Homeschooling is madness. Everything is madness. But hey, here we go. Scott, how you doing? You're here. Welcome. I hope you're well. Let me know what you've been up to, what you're doing, what you're working on, all that great stuff. It's just nice to sit down again. Been a very, very busy boy. So, Of course, today is Memes of the Week day. So if you want to have your memes shown off, then hop over to the Hobby Corner Discord. Command right there, bosh. And yeah, you can pop your stuff on there in the Warhammer memes or the regular memes channel, and we'll show off the stuff in a little while. I've been painting my Iron Strider, nearly done with the fiddly bits, about to throw on the Marine Juice wash. Nice, that doesn't sound kinky at all. Boy Captain, how you doing? Hope you're well. What up, y'all? What up, y'all? Oh, look, Nightbot worked. Wow, look at that. Wow. It was only slightly delayed. That's amazing. Hope you're well, Void. What you been up to? How's you doing? And are you just as confused as many others will be that I'm actually on time? I already did the one on Twitch, like, because when I do the command on Restream, it posts it to YouTube, which has Nightbot, and Twitch that has Stream Elements, and they fire off in their own time, don't they? Stream Elements seem to be a lot faster. That's all right. That's okay. So yeah, I've had a few unexpected bills, so that's why I'm finally cracking on with finishing these Sisters of Battle, so I can get them listed. I've relisted the Iron Jaws on eBay, along with, thanks so much for the sub, dude. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Look at you with your Prime sub as well. Awesome sauce. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. Waylander, how you doing? Yeah, it did begin on time. I know, confusing, isn't it? Brother Sarge, how you doing? I hope you're well. So yeah, I've had a few unexpected bills. So the Iron Jaws are relisted on eBay. So are the Sylvaneth. There's links for them on my Facebook page and on the Discord, and I'm cracking on with getting these finished. This Sister of Battle Force, and then I'm gonna have that listed up as well, and hopefully they'll all sell. There is an asking price, obviously, a buy it now price, and there's a nearest offer like option there. So like sensible offers, obviously, because of course it was painted by me, a world famous YouTuber and Twitcher, a world famous content creator, of course, streaming live across all 6 of the 7 great continents, of course. Ah, dear. No clickable link in the stream elements. Not on mobile anyway. Never mind. I've just painted lion, and it was so hard to do. Wait, you painted a lion or Lionel Johnson? Dismissive wanky just here. Oh, the lion. Lionel Johnson. Okay. That's a very interesting miniature to... There's a lot of space to paint on it, and the scale is a bit different. Because I painted Guilliman, and I have to say, the scale at first can be a little daunting when you're used to painting Space Marines. And then you sort of settle into it, but there's a heck of a lot more detail to cover, isn't there? 6 of the 7 great continents. Which continent is the crap one? Antarctica. There's no one there watching me. Because the only people in Antarctica are researchers. Well, officially anyway. We don't know who's there unofficially. He could have meant Simba, for all I know. Yeah, or Mufasa, or Scar, or a lion. So, you know. That's right. You don't get the dignity of a proper wank sound, Bill. You get the sound of a turtle having an orgasm. I'll see private fat space marine. Yeah, basically. Digital models are way overpriced in Antarctica, trust. Yeah, I can imagine the international shipping taxes as well would be crazy, right? The import taxes and the shipping and everything would just be ridiculous. Those dogs need to shut up. I know they're just messing around, but they need to shut up. They're nice dogs, but they're noisy dogs sometimes. Who doesn't know what an orgasm in tortoise or turtle sounds like? It's funny. Can you get Bolter for dog? That's dread. Though, you know what? I do know someone who could 3D print an entire replica of a bolt gun, and I'm sure there could be someone out there who could adjust the file so that it fires tennis balls for the dogs. Like, can you imagine going to the park with a big old tennis ball launcher in the shape of a freaking Space Marine bolt gun? That'd be awesome. Very awesome. But yeah. Also, I have decided from now on, what I'm going to do is every time we have like a big, because you know, like historically we've had our memes, we got our channel memes, right? That's why we got the Reliant Robin, that's why we got a wheelie bin, that's why, you know, we got a KFC bucket with my face on it, right? So I've decided that from now on, if these things occur, I'm gonna like pen it digitally slap it on a t-shirt, and then have a limited run for it. Thank you very much. I'm gonna drink my rum and coke. Sit up. Go for it, painting. How you doing? Hope you're well. Get Ross to print Astartes armor for Bendy. You know what? That would be pretty dope. But the dog would shake it off in a second. It would have to be fabric. Yeah. Oh, you know what? There are some knitters and crocheters out there in our community who might be up for the challenge of knitting a Space Marine armor set for a little doggy. That would be... Could you imagine Astartes armor coat? That'd be awesome. Good Turko. I still look out for the stream at 8:30. Visited my old Wing Chun Kung Fu teacher. Had some new ideas to show. Great stuff. Ah, that's awesome. Brown Bear, how's it going? Welcome in. How are you and Little Bear doing? And how is little bear? Hashtag get knitted Kev. Yeah, exactly. Space Wolves for the dog. Oh, even that. Sounds like a job for cat. Maybe. So yeah. Lately I've been very, very busy. Sort of making the most of the summer holiday because we have decided that the kids will be going back to school in September. Our youngest will be going full time, no question, because he's fine. You know, he's doing great. His reading and his numbers are really good. Like his reading is crazy good. So, you know, he's doing fine. He'll be fine going back in school full time. My oldest kid, we're trying to see if we can get him in back into flexi schooling. So maybe a day or two off and then like sort of 3 days on. Just so he can get the extra support he needs, but also to ease him back in because of course it's going to be a bigger shock for him. And yeah, and we just need to have those discussions with the SEN departments of a couple of schools first before he goes back. And then, yeah, I'll be free to go back into full-time employment properly because I am going stir crazy. And I know it hasn't. Homeschooling has suffered because of trying to work from home. Working from home has suffered because of homeschooling. So both have not worked out very well. All those ideas I had blew up very quickly. And yeah, now it's just about staying afloat until we sort of get ourselves more established. I've already applied for a couple of jobs and that, so waiting to hear from them. And yeah, like I said, hopefully things go to plan. And of course, over the weekend, my granddad hasn't been well again. Kidneys have gone a bit funny. He was borderline going into sepsis, but luckily caught it. He's been treated. He's doing fine. He's doing much better. He sounds happier. So, you know, in a couple of days he'll be back at his home with my gran. But the last couple of days I've been spending a bit more time over at my gran's, just helping her out, keeping her company. So of course that's been taking up some more time as well. You know, just general life stuff. So, but yeah, my focus now is get these done, get them listed, get those bills paid, and then pray that I hear back. Oh, I miss working so much, you know. I really do. I miss the routine of it. There's me harping on. I think Rainbow Wrangler does that stuff too. Yeah, I think she does. Doesn't Lorna do a bit of knitting or crochet? Oh, good. Thanks, dude. Little bear camping in the garden after our camping trip to the lakes was cancelled. The site was flooded. Ah, little baby bear is walking about, pulling everything and anything off the side. Yeah, miniatures included. Ah, there you go. Yeah, forget the precious heirlooms and fine china. You know, you can knock those over and smash them as much as they like, but the miniatures. I hear London Zoo needs a panda fluffer with your toe walking experience. Sounds perfect, mate. Sounds perfect. Actually, one that I am hoping to get is at Marylebone Station, as you know, the chap who goes right, all aboard, and then make sure that that no one's messing around on the station, and the driver's in his cab on time and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, hopefully I get that. Be a nice foot in. And then, you know, that will give me a bit more financial freedom, which will mean I can then invest in the security license, go for the security job, work my way through that, and yeah. But there you go. Plans are made to be broken, I guess. All right, so enough of my waffling. Let me know what troubles and worries you got going on, and all that exciting stuff, and what you're working on, and all that lovely stuff in the chat. I want to know what you're up to. And of course, we are doing memes of the week tonight. So hop over to the Discord, pop your stuff in. Warhammer memes for the hobby style ones, and the general memes can go into the regular memes channel. And we'll show them off in a little bit. And right now, I'm going to just sip my rum and coke. Yeah. Lovely. Kraken is a very nice rum indeed. So, let's get a little bit of painting done now. For the perfect station announcer voice, hold a ping pong ball in each cheek and speak like you're from Electric Avenue. That's terrible, mate. No. You want to be like this. Thank you. There's not enough echo. I need an echo. There we go. Thank you. Seriously, I honestly think they go on a course just to fuck that job up. New Club 40k tournament this weekend. Currently finished the train. Nice. How is the club going anyway? Sorry again for the confusion. I saw Richmond. My mind went straight to London, not Yorkshire. Silly me. I'm hired. Yes. Let's go. Right. Let's get some stuff done. Okay. So, what do we need to do? We need to put our regular tunes on, because I can't even hear those songs, so I really should have my headphones on so I can hear it all. Oh no, where did the camera go? There we go. Alright. Do you prefer really dense terrain like city streets or forest, or more open like plains and tundra? For rank and file, more open ground. For skirmish base, definitely heavily like mixed up terrain. Like line of sight blocking, restricting on your movement and charge ranges and stuff like that. Makes it more interesting. Alright, going great, thanks. Once this tournament is out the way, going to look at weekly meets instead of fortnightly and a membership. Ooh. Managed to get the venue to lower the prices. Hey, nice. Nice, man. That's awesome. I'm glad it's going so well. Seems like you're really on top of things and you're doing really well with it, mate. I can smell another Warhammer Community Hero nomination coming up. And it wasn't me. Right. So what I need to do now is paint the cloth. I'm going to do a mixture of black and red cloth. So first let's do the red cloths, which will need the Mephiston red. It's right in front of me, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay. Oh my god, this brush is so stiff. It must have been used for contrast paints. Need to get a new one. I don't need to get from that pack. That's not new. I'll get from this pack that's been sitting there staring at me going, why haven't you used any more of my brushes? This one will do. A nice size 4. So are you doing a survey or are you working on an actual board, Bill? Let's that'll do. The most fun I had was playing 1500 points 40k on that Commander table. Yeah, that does sound fun. I'll be honest, the most fun I had gaming table wise was back when Lord of the Rings, the Two Towers set had come out and you had all the Uruk-hai and they had like the ballista, and the ballista could fire ladders up onto the ramparts of the not ramparts but the walls of a keep, and they used the old fantasy keep, which was pretty cool. and yeah, just battling along that like in a Helm's Deep style. It was good fun. Having like the Urukai berserkers just popping up all along the wall, and then just watching all the elves and the Rohirrim just like panic. Oh my god, good fun. Yeah, the 90s terrain was good fun because it collapsed down to like almost nothing, you know. But it was really well detailed um, card stock, wasn't it? Like it looked good. I remember the aesthetic of it fondly. Um, Fallout Wasteland Warfare boards, high density streets, terrain, best, but it won't always fit the scenarios. So it only plays on 3x3. Well, I guess with that kind of game, you don't need a large footprint, really, do you? It's a low model count, so you kind of need them to be close enough to sort of get in the fray, get the game going. It's always that little spot that you can't quite get into. A 3x4. Oh, that's an interesting adjustment. Why is it on a 3x4? Ah, well, that makes perfect sense then. Well, I mean, it depends how high the table is, really, doesn't it? But yeah, no, multi-level games are fun. It adds extra tactical options. It looks really cool when you're playing it as well, which I think really sort of benefits a game if the terrain looks awesome. You get a bit more immersed into it, and then you really enjoy it that bit more. Um, That's coming from a kid who used to use books, tablecloth, and polystyrene bits from like electronics packaging, you know. Like this bit looks a bit like a broken house, and this bit looks like a fortress. We're gonna just stick a space marine on top. They're regularly in the old Sheffield store. How low were the tables there? How low did you go? Or did the kids just stand on chairs? Well, actually, you know what? You're probably talking about teenage kids rather than kids. So, there might be a miscommunication there. Wolfenstein, how you doing? Hope you're well. Ah, you alright? Very happy with the club terrain we built up in a short time. Managed to get 4 6x4 battlements, which are awesome, as well as lots of GW cardboard mats. Aye, well, that's awesome. I don't know. Bathroom or bedroom? Got a 3D printer for birthday, ready to start my terrain printing adventure. What should I start with? Oh, nice. Wait, what kind of printer have you got? The FDM or a resin printer? I'm hoping it's a FDM. Yeah, then just go nuts with whatever, man. Resin printing is great for well detailed things, but FDM is just perfect as an all-rounder. Still has its learning curve, and it still has its issues and all that. It's not perfect. No system is, but I'm sure you're gonna have good fun printing stuff. There's gonna be loads of free files out there to start with, so it just depends on what you play. Spent any time in the chef shop? It's mostly getting drunk then. Oh my god. Set a great example there. Looking at all that industrial terrain since I'm starting Mechanicus as well. Hey, yeah, well that'll do it then, won't it? What you want is see if you can get files where they supply like the terrain before it's destroyed, and then a version of it after it's destroyed, and like that way you have not only extra options, but also you got like a narrative option when you play. So like you can add a homebrew rule, for example, if a large enough explosion goes off, or if something targets a unit there with like rockets, or like for example Primarchs, now they can just run through walls, right? So you can sort of tie that in and just like replace it with the battered version. Just say, yeah, that happened. And that might like add a nice little twist to the tactics on the table, because like the cover then changes, you know, and stuff like that. So these are just ideas of a rambling man. No, like kind of homebrew. Oh, there you go. Oh yeah, it definitely is effective. Right, how much time we got left? 20 minutes, and then we'll start doing memes of the week. Ooh. So once again, if you got some memes you want to post on the Discord, hop over there and post them, and we'll show them off to the whole world. 20 minutes time. Oh, bollocks. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. This chick is running with daggers sheathed in her skin. It's gnarly. David Peck, how's it going? Yeah, man, that's exactly what I'm doing, Dave. And brushes. I like the Broken Toad ones. They're very nice sable brushes. But generally, I just use whatever I get my hands on. I use the Games Workshop ones. Now and then I've got nicer ones that have been given to me by, you know, viewers and stuff. Even got these. You know, they're a few quid in the shop. They last a while. Please tell us, which ones do you prefer? You said a thing and did it. I know, right? It's getting scary now, isn't it? I even started the show on time today. Can you imagine? The Green Stuff World Silver Series. Of course, I got these really fancy looking brushes for dry brushing. They look like Artis Opus ones. They're actually from Artify, and Wayland's Wondering sent them out to me. It's very nice of them. Oh, you got Artis Opus. Ah, your money bags, are ya? Okay, okay. No, from what I've seen, they are very nice brushes. I've never used them myself. But of course, if they were to send me some, I wouldn't turn them away. I can say that for sure. But yeah, mostly I just make do whatever I've got to hand. I feel like the quality of the brushes does so much of the work. in terms of how well they hold the hydration, you know, the damage that they accumulate over time, because some brushes get damaged a lot quicker than others, and you know, all that sort of thing. There's certain elements to a brush that affects your painting skill, but if you can paint well with any old brush first and then you start using the nice ones, I think that's when you can really make the most of them. I say that because it took me 20 years before I got myself a decent set of sable brushes. Before that, it was always artificial and it was always cheap, and didn't make me a better painter. Made me a nervous painter, to be honest, because I was scared I was going to ruin the brushes. Rebranded Rosemary & Co. You got the Broken Toad ones as well. Nice. Yeah, but like, are they really rebranded, or are they just made by Rosemary & Co, but to a different specification? I think a lot of people get that mixed up. Like when everyone says, "Oh, the Games Workshop ones are made by Winsor Newton," or they used to be at some point, I was like, cool, but does that mean they're exactly the same as the Winsor Newton ones, or they're just made by the people at Winsor Newton and they're made to different quality standard or specification? You know? Not to be that guy that's like, you know, actually. When they were good and say once the face didn't exist. Same brush, different finish. Okay. Because I'll be honest, right? People have said that for so many years. Heard it all the way back then, all the way till now. But no one's ever actually shown me the evidence for it. Like they've just said, "Oh, this is this," like it's fact. But no one's actually pointed out the source. Um, though I mean, like when I was getting into the hobby, it would have been a lot harder because the internet was still sort of kicking off. Wasn't as widely used as it is now. I still had an encyclopedia set, you know, which had to get replaced quite frequently, which is such an annoyance. That's one business that died hard when Google became proficient, wasn't it? Was all those people selling encyclopedia sets? Oh, sorry, you're out of date before you even hit the shelves. Bye. That's sad. From the US and started upon the channel. What days are usually on, so I can follow? We're usually on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday around this time. So I appreciate that. That's awesome. What part of the US are you on? Are you in? Sorry. red handles for the win. Right, triangle brushes are good for hard work and learning. Yeah, they're not bad. I got some of them over here somewhere. I can't be asked to grab them, but they're over there. I didn't have a house phone for a little while either. We had to use the payphone with the little phone card that you had to top up at the post office. Ohio. Ooh. All right. Now I'm just checking something out. So alright, I'm back. Sorry, I had the message sent to me. I just had to read it quick. My payphone took change. So did mine. My PC came with Encarta, the encyclopedia on CD. Hey, I remember that as well. Oh man, that was like, woof, wasn't it? Oh, that on the CD? Are you crazy? Get the whole shelf bin. Anyways, Ohio. Are you closer to Cincinnati or are you closer to Cleveland? I believe Cleveland is like near the Great Lakes, isn't it? If I remember rightly. And then Cincinnati is that way. I'm just trying to work out the camera angle. You'd be there. You'd be traveling all the way to the south of the state, I think. Is Wisconsin in Ohio as well? Nearer to Cincinnati. Okay. That's I have very vague geographical knowledge of the US. Just because like I'll randomly look something up, and then I'll be like, oh okay, cool, and then I'll forget I looked it up. Yeah. Look at Kev with his geographic know-how. Yeah, bitch. I think it was because I wanted to double check I wasn't confusing Ohio and shit. Where's Boston? Boston is. Oh, I'm blanking. Why am I blanking? I'm gonna get corrected so hard on this one. It's like in the state next door. It's so dumb. For some reason, my brain just went blank. No, it's gone. Map reader. Bloody quitters, damn. I'll never forgive the Yanks for having Kansas City and Missouri. Well, yeah, that's. Well, didn't the states change quite a bit? Like they redrew the borders a few times. What got you to paint sisters? So these were in the Partworks magazine from Hachette. The last 40k one that they did, and I'm just painting them up so I can sell them on. I got some bills to pay and some unexpected bills, so I'm just like, just get them done. I did start them a little while ago, and then I got burned out on painting them, but now I just need to finish them, get them listed on eBay. It's nice to see you're interested in Sisters of Battle. What got you into them? Oh, we've got 5 minutes until memes of the week as well. um, Nuns with guns. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Illinois. That was it. I don't know why. They're not right next to each other. I think there's a state in between. But for some reason, I kept getting Ohio and Illinois switched around. So I always had in my head Chicago, Ohio instead of Chicago, Illinois. I don't know why. That's a weird mix-up, to be honest. But you know what? It's your fault for having such a large union of states. Each state being its own bloody country, essentially. As someone who is not from the USA, I think my cursory knowledge is okay. Moms with guns sounds scarier. It does, doesn't it? I told you to get in because dinner's ready. Oh, no. You know what it is? The diner scene from bollocks. Why am I my brain is just dead, I swear. Let's just get the music away from my ears. Tarantino movie, John Travolta, Samuel L. Jackson, Bruce Willis. That movie, for some reason, the name of it is just Uma Thurman. Don't know why, but I'm talking about the diner scene, right? Where the girl gets up on the table and like goes absolute crazy, threatening everyone. Every motherfucking last one of you. That's what came into my head when you said mums with guns, essentially. Yeah, seriously, my brain is just rotting. Oh well. Like I said, once I get back into full-time employment, my brain speed will pick up again, hopefully. Hopefully. Pulp Fiction, of course. I said then when the street lamps come on. Well, everyone knows about Chicago. Honey Bunny, that's it. So, yes, brother, let's go. Da, 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 da. So if you didn't know already, we are live streaming on both YouTube and Twitch. So of course we've got people. That's why we got the chat on screen, so you can see everyone talking between the two platforms. And someone just used their Prime subscription to resub for the 10th time. Awesome. Big loves to you, man. Big loves. What was I saying? Yeah, so you got Illinois sort of there, and then you've got Indiana sort of next to it, haven't you? And then you've got Michigan going up again, because there's a big old watery gap from one of the Great Lakes there, Lake Michigan, I guess, I assume. And then you go a little bit over that way, you got New York State, which is the weirdest state ever, because it's like a normal, I mean, comparison to the rest of the states, I mean, it's a bit smaller, but it's a regular shaped state, and then it's got this little penis bit coming off where you got Manhattan Island. You know, it's just this normal state and a little bit there. And the thing is, New York City isn't even the capital of New York State. I think it's like Albany or something like that, isn't it? It's dumb. It don't make no sense. Effect geography memes. Catherine Zeta-Jones is in it. Don't knock the penis bit. It might get a job as geography teacher. Nah, definitely not. Penis bit folk are very proud of their bit. Yeah, I bet they are. Oh yeah, very good. I know, yeah. Am I right though? Hang on. I'm not right at all, am I? Well, hang on. Let me just check. What is the? Let me check. Capital of New York State. Albany. Let's go. Okay, that's like one of the few that I know. Like, what I hate is Washington D.C. is not in Washington. Like the Washington State is north of California, but Washington D.C. is all the way over that way, on the west coast. No, sorry, the east coast. It don't make sense. I just assume that state got its name because of Washington D.C. But I am missing a state. I am missing a state between Michigan and New York. You got Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania, right? If you're going that way, it's Pennsylvania, and then New York is just above it. And we got a new scene mode. Let's go. Now, Americans should analyse the bits of England, since the UK, or should I say Britain, the old colonies. Let's just say Eastern Ireland. You spent 6 months in Pennsylvania at uni. Ooh, fancy, yeah. Eh? All right, what have we got here? Let's pause that. Chicago and all that jazz. Okay. Oh, the instrumental part is banging. It's a made up place where Dracula came from. Yeah, sure. How long is this instrumental bit? Oh, here we go. I'd skip nearly 2 minutes in. Okay. Wow, there we go, Bill. All right. So let's jeez. Oh, that's way too. Way too big. We need to shorter and smaller. Okay, in the corner. Oh, can I flip it? So I don't get, I'm gonna get caught out by the bloody YouTube algorithm. All right, so do you want to hear the whole? Let's just hear the whole thing, yeah. Just hear it play. Oh, there we go. All right, that's it. That's all you get. Right. That's terrible, mate. Thank you very much. So there you go. And of course, if you are watching on Twitch and you accumulate enough watch points, then you can also get me to sing part of a song at your request. And now I think we are running a bit late for it, but we're going to run it anyway. We're going to hop over and do our memes of the week segment, which I hope is clean because now I've got a 6-year-old listening in on it. Oh. Thanks again, hon. Right, let's load it up. Of course, we'll start off with the Warhammer memes, and let's slide over. Memes of the week, memes of the week, memes of the week. Ah, fuck. There we go. So this is our weekly segment where every Monday we get to see what you lot have been posting in our memes channels on the Discord. The Warhammer one is dead. There's just one here. I'm a heretic. I'm a loyalist. Oh my god! It's just pulling bits off. Tower Street. Oh, that's just look at the pile of them. Can't treat him like Daddy Longlegs. That's brutal. Also, I mean, like, if you're in doubt whether or not you're a heretic or a loyalist, I mean, you know what you need to do, you know. Let's move on from that one. And so, okay, what's this? Now it works. Oh, how it works. Not how it works. Steve-O, how's it going, dude? Hope you're well. Just in time for our memes. What you been up to? So that is, yeah, no support from one side, and also you should really let it dry in stages, let it set, then top it up and let that set. I think depending on how deep it is, I think they could have done it in like 3 top ups, but of course, you know, rushing the job, of course. For anyone who doesn't know, Steve-O, 6plus Steve-O has his own channel on YouTube, wonderful channel, and also it was my partner, my all-time suffering partner at the tournament run by Mr. Nick Beer, where we failed to win and we failed to lose. So we it was terrible, and it was second from last, which is kind of a. I feel that's worse than coming last, because at least at last you get a prize. You know what I mean? You didn't let me down. We got paired up against some stinky teams, you know. No rebar in it either. No, that would help. That definitely would help. Thanks, Dave. Here we go. In 1983, Steve Jobs sent this reply to a letter from someone asking for his autograph. Dear M. Veron, I'm honoured that you'd write, but I'm afraid I don't sign autographs. Sincerely, Steve Jobs. There you go. I mean, he doesn't do autographs, but he autographs. I think that goes to say, I think that's supposed to prove that he's not the intellectual genius that everyone paints him to be. When she tells you to go deeper, there's no PP left for this move. I'm so glad the kid doesn't understand that yet. Moving on. NASA, let's name our moon missions after Apollo, the god of the sun. Artemis. Yeah, we get it. We get it. But do you know why they were called the Apollo missions? When you're out of your depth and don't know it. The guy actually has the mustache. He's got the. Why has he got a cape? Oh man. Next up. Oh, come on now. Oh dear. The contrast, right? The absolute contrast between this guy who just took the position because they needed someone and he was like, sure, I can shoot. I'll do it. And he ends up being freaking good. And then this one who, through absolute like corruption, put herself in a place and just shat the bed on that one. You know? Jeez. Oh dear. How do you get curly hair like Fred Durst? With rollers. Alright. Not he logs into Gmail account with different device. Google screams. Uh, everyone's timeline soon. My baby is headed back to school. It's a little gremlin. What? I want that lunchbox, to be fair. Gizmo lunchbox, man. Where's mine? Huge breaking news. Oasis reunion confirmed. Oh man, hands up in the chat. If you grew up watching Thunderbirds, Scarlet, heck, even what was it? That mermaid one, Maria, I think it was. All those puppet ones, man. Stingray, that was it. Yeah. Fucking hell. Captain Scarlet. Da, 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 da. Hey. The peg game community is dying. Like if you support pegging. Oh my god. Jeez, man. Terrorhawks. Oh my god. Why do seagulls live by the sea? I don't know why. If they lived by the bay, they'd be bagels. I'm not too young to remember Captain Scarlet. They had reruns of that for years, mate. For years. Like so, those shows originally aired when my mum was young. But you know, while I was young, it was still being replayed on TV. Just like the old Thomas the Tank Engine show with the actual trains and railways and scenery and stuff. That was banging. None of this animated jargon. Here's the last one. My responsibilities. I've been looking for you everywhere. Me. What a coincidence! I have been avoiding you everywhere. I feel like that's I think that's still um too often these days, right? All too often. All right. So there we go. That is our memes of the week. Hey. And now we shall resume our regularly scheduled program. Boom. To there. Get the music playing. Let's get back to painting these sisters of battle. So what are you working on at the moment, Steve-O? Space 1999. Was that the one with the moon that got ejected from Earth's orbit because of an explosion? I'm not sure about UFO. Oh, nice. Squigosaur is banging. I have still yet to film my talking head part of the video. I just have not had time, man. Just life kicking my butt right now. Am I to assume that the silence on whether or not I was guessing that right was wrong and I'll let you keep that colour, and then we'll give you the black underwear. The very, very naughty boy, that's why he's been lobotomized. Oh, it is the moon one. Hey, look at that. I remember some stuff from when I was a kid. Isn't that amazing? See, I watched all the good shows when I was growing up. I just don't remember the UFO one. I remember watching Buck Rogers and Battlestar Galactica and shows like that. Knight Rider. Thanks for the look. Yeah, that'd be cool. Remind me, what area are you in? Same question. I'm in High Wycombe. It's South Buckinghamshire. Oh, you're 20 minutes from Nick. So yeah, it'll be a little car journey for me. I'm sure one day we'll get one sorted out. I actually got a fun idea for a style of battle report. but I won't divulge because you know, people are very quick to hop on to ideas these days. And I'm very slow to put my ideas into practice. So but yeah, no, I'd love to arrange that one day. It'd be good fun. Any tips on painting lenses? I was going to go black with a white dot on top, maybe a colored dot towards the bottom. I mean, it depends. Yeah, it depends. Like Bill said, what you're painting, what color you want it to look like, really. But I mean, that is essentially how you do it. But the color on the bottom, don't make it a dot. Make it like a crescent at the bottom, and then have one dot of it at the top, and then have the white light dot on top of that, and it looks like the light is passing through, coming out the other end. Well, it might be a bit trickier with the dragoons. Been trying out planning different style bat reps too. Basically, focus more on lore, storytelling side. Yeah, that sounds good. Oh, my knife is. Okay, I'm trying to stretch my leg out. You're right there. Can't get up now, can you? Oh yeah, dice rolls and rules is boring as heck. Right, well, I won't finish too late tonight. For what? Your bag? Did you not find your bag? Oh. With Warframe minis, despite being ideas of the better to paint lenses as if they're lit from inside. Hey, look, we all like a little glow effect from lenses, you know. Oh, White Dwarf used to be back in the day. Yeah, that'd be banging. I like the idea of that. Ah, awesome, Steve-O. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it, mate. You have a good one. There you go, Steve-O. 6 Plus Steve-O. Go check him out if you haven't already. He's a top lad. Like real down to earth. Just have a laugh. The kind of chap you could just sit and have a pint with. And trust me, I've seen him knock back quite a few drinks in one go. High saturation contrasting the helmet color like Renner's is for blue armor, green for red. Yeah, that sounds about right. Stork, how you doing? Hope you're well. How did the team game go? You just missed my my poor teammate was just in the chat literally a moment ago. It went terrible. Finished second to last, so I didn't even get the wooden spoon. I am planning to put together a quick little video on it. Just haven't had the time to record the talkie head bit and then edit the video all together. So I literally haven't done any of it. But yeah, keep an eye out for it. It'd be interesting because I haven't published a video for quite some time. Right. I'll leave that there. Oh, recently, today even, I finished the first season of The Rings of Power, which is a TV series by Amazon covering the events leading up to The Rings of Power being created and the arrival of certain characters into Middle Earth, and the whole Sauron bit kicking off. So it's after Morgoth has been defeated, and yeah, it's about the rise of Sauron and the Rings of Power. And so far, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. I can see why it got some heat from diehard fans of the literature for certain changes and that. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's entertainment, and it's actually rather enjoyable. Raina, thank you so much for the raid. Woo! Welcome in, welcome in. Look at that. Thank you so much, Raiders, for joining us. Hello, hello. My name's Kev. This is the Hobby Corner. We are currently streaming on both YouTube and Twitch. Ooh, I know, fancy. Let us know what you got up to. How was your show? What you're working on? And to those who've been brought over as well, how are you? How's it going, man? Thank you so much for the raid. right now I am painting some Sisters of Battle. Just once these are finished, I've got this chunky boy to do, and then I can get them all based, listed, move on to the next thing. And if you join us earlier on a Monday, you'll catch our weekly segment where we do memes of the week, where Discord members post memes for us to show off. Did that a little earlier, so if you want to rewatch that segment, you can. And of course, every Friday we do Community Corner. So we like to stick with that corner theme, where we show off what you lot have been working on, which is a nice bit of sort of way of inspiring people, you know, and like really get the those hobby juices flowing. I was good, half chatting up a retro arcade cosplay event I did, and half assembling a Necromunda squat and painting on Boset figurines hair. Ooh, okay, not bad at all. A retro arcade cosplay event, eh? That sounds interesting. Is that an idea you have, or is it an event you've been to? I'm no good for cosplay. Like, I don't have, you know, like the time or the passion to put into a costume. But I appreciate the effort and the art that goes into a really good costume, you know? KC Retro, it was the past weekend. Ah, okay. How did it go? A bunch of free play arcade and pinball machines, a vendor floor, and a bunch of cosplay stuff. Fair enough, fair enough. That does sound like fun. Went to. We get raided again. I went to an event not long ago at the Birmingham NEC, where they had a regular cosplay event. That was good fun. How's it going, Kat? I hope you're well. Welcome in. We just got raided by Raina. So we're just having a chat to Raina. I hope your stream went well as well, Kat. Long time no see and all that. Jace, how you doing? Hope you're well. Oh, tonight might be a busy night, you know. Is there a lot of people on tonight? I haven't checked. At the moment, I'm painting up these Sisters of Battle, just finishing them off, as they're long overdue to be listed and sold. I relisted the Iron Jaws and the Sylvaneth. They're on eBay right now. There's a link to that lot on my Facebook and Discord pages, so you know, check that out. It was all good. Working on my night, and then did a bit of painting on the bubble. Nice. Working on a glass of cider. Nicely done, mate. Nicely done. Yeah, we're having a good night tonight. We've had quite a few folk popping in and out of the chat so far. We've had some fun chats, some fun discussions, and that. Tested my rudimentary geography know-how of the US states, namely Illinois, Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, that sort of area. You know, the colonies, as they were once called. Go. So yeah, a good night so far. So I'm just remembering how I was gonna paint these. It's been a while, and I'm making an absolute pig's ear of it. It's like I forgot how to paint. I stopped painting for only a little while. What? Like a couple of weeks. All of a sudden, I can't paint. It's ridiculous. Rainbow Wrangler, how's it going? Hope you're well. Oh, we were discussing earlier, actually, now that Rainbow and Cat are in the chat. We were discussing, like, Space Marine armor knitwear for dogs. Like, like little coats with, like, the harness on it, but knitted. I don't know how robust it would be, though, with a dog pulling on the lead. You know, it'd probably stretch out of shape, but it was a fun idea. Do it as panels to attach it to a regular harness. Ah, so sort of clip it on over the regular harness. That would be cool. Or sew it onto the harness. That would be dope, wouldn't it? That'd be so cool. And then, like, just have like a little speaker attached and just play like sound bites, like, for the Emperor, every time like they pee against the wall or something. And like every time he barks, you just play like, and I shall know no fear. You don't have an in at Grey Tie Studios, do you, Kev? No, I don't. Why? Would that be the place to go? Right, pipes, things, cables. There's a cloth for the face. You want an in? I'll be honest, I don't even know who Grey Tie Studios are. I probably do, but I don't. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I was going to do like an off-white colour. That's done in black. Do the off-white colour on that one. There we go. Oh, it's not gonna work out with that bit on it. Okay. They got a load of Blood Angels upgrade bits coming out, trying to get them to send me STLs for stream advertisement. Oh yeah, just say hello to them then, innit? Just say, hey, look, my name is this is the channel I run, add a link. We really love to advertise this or do this in exchange for, you know, whatever. Yeah, see how it goes. The only thing, you know, the only thing they can say is no. So I say that it's easier giving that advice out than it is to take it myself. I never go to anyone and say, hey, look, it's my little channel. Just gonna make some dinner. At this time? Does it even count as dinner? It's almost a midnight snack now. Were you streaming that whole time? You sent an email. Okay. That's good. That's good that you have no shame in this business, you know. I'm gonna do dark brown for the shoes, I think. Okay. Smooth that out, smooth that out. Good, 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 good. Cool. Now we need the dark brown. There we go, Ronox. I was there when you chatted up Colour Forge at ChillCon. Yeah, but like I had Ross right next to me the whole time. Mr. Fohammer. And like he basically set it all up, and I was like, should I go and ask? And he was like, yeah, I just did, and yeah, they're gonna send me out all this. I was like, all right, and I'll go have a chat. And a little chat, yeah, how you doing? You know? But like, it almost killed me doing that. Which, by the way, if more folk use that ColourForge link that I have on my socials, then I'm sure they'll be more inclined to send me out some bits and pieces and all that. That'd be very nice. I find it hard to do it in person. Oh yeah, I was cacking it, man. And like, yeah, I felt like a right numpty. But you know, it worked out. They got in contact. They sent me out a bunch of spray cans. It was great. Did a review. It's still doing well, considering the numbers I normally get on my videos. It's doing exceedingly well still, and people are still watching it. So it's my little evergreen video. That the video on how to stop that horrible link spamming bot thing from spamming everyone on your friends list on Instagram. That short, it's just constantly getting views. And the other one is building spirit hosts. That one still gets views every week as well. So get real close up into like the actual points where, you know, the contact points, because they're not quite clear in the instructions, and there are other videos where people paint them and stuff, but there was not one that would help you build it. So I was like, okay, I'll do that then. That was time ago. Yeah, bullshit. He was like a dog with two cocks. He should. Right. Still stand by it though. Still stand by it. Best spray paints I've used, and I've used a few varieties now. Just, you know, bang for buck, quality, and choice as well. So it's not a perfect range. There's no such thing as a perfect paint range. but by and large, it is one of the better ones. I know someone who watches back will say, "Oh well, I don't use spray paints. I use Vallejo basing priming color from an airbrush." Blah 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 blah. And it's like, okay, that's cool. But we're talking about aerosol cans, not primers through an airbrush. It's a nice try. Nice try. I'm on your case. Did I miss any straps on this one? That's all cloth there. Okay, moving on. Used it last week, did you? Oh, dude, thank you. I appreciate that. I need to cash in. Wait, how many sprays did you get, Andre? You obviously went for the 3 because that's a good deal. 3 for 30. Or if you get 6, I think you get another little discount on it plus free shipping because it's over 50 quid. Or something like that. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. You don't use cans anymore. Oh. Only needed 3. What ones did you get? Ghoul Grey, Matte Varnish, Matte White. Nice. Good solid ones there. So I assume you're going to spray the Ghoul Grey, do a centerfold with the Matte White. Or using them as separate primers. For full cans, I should give to Will at some point. Ooh, lucky Will. Do you? Depends on how many. I mostly go Google grade, then standard grade from the bottom. Mountain White Centerfold. That's a good way to do it. Yeah, I never really used to bother doing it like that, to be honest. And then, like, you know, I got these cans, and I was like, actually, I don't mind using the cans like that because, well, it's not 20 quid a can, really. And it just speeds things up a lot. Obviously, I wouldn't do it just for a single mini. But if I've got a whole bunch I need to prime and I want to centerfold them, definitely with the spray cans. You don't even have to wait until they're set. Spray away. Because I find you get a little bit of a blend then. If it's still setting. Oh, did anyone check out the pictures from PeachCon? So, for those who don't know, Peachy from Peachy Tips, that's his channel's name. Former Warhammer TV fame, an army painter extraordinaire. He, for his Patreons, he ran a exclusive event. It was kind of like, you know, a small hall with, like, you know, activities, games, guests, and all that sort of thing. Looked like everyone had a lot of fun there. Makes me actually tempted to sign up on a Patreon just so I could go next year. And someone knitted him a dice bag in the shape of his channel logo, which is a pink or peach coloured teapot, right? But of course it's knitted, right? So the spout on it, it's a bit droopy. It looks like it looks like a droopy member. Which is, I find it hilarious, but it's on brand for sure. But no, it looked good. Like, everyone got like mugs and t-shirts and everything. It looked great. So yeah, if I ever blew up in popularity and had like hundreds of people on Patreon, I think I would do the same thing. That's a nice way of giving back to those who are supporting you, you know. So top Nana, mate, top Nana. And I would suggest checking him out. Recently, he's been doing a mini series of videos where he's been using a rule set called Silver Bayonet, which is set in a Napoleonic era. but there's like vampires and werewolves and stuff like that, right? And he's used that rule set and done his own Sharp narrative. So anyone in who's cool in the chat who knows who Sharp is, um, will know the character, the TV series, and the story and all that. So he's taken that, put it with that, made up his own narrative campaign, and it's a good laugh. It really is. So it's well worth checking out if you're on the fence about checking out a new channel. I think mentioning Sharp, it's got Void Captain Bazooka interested already, for sure. Need it a bit darker. There we go. Aerosol cans are great if you have the experience to work with temperatures and humidity. You know what? I just spray whenever, rain or shine. I never heat up the cans unless it is extremely cold. And the reason being is because, the cans are stored in a moderate climate within the flat at all times. So I never have to heat up the can. The only issue I would ever get is maybe it doesn't spray as evenly as I'd like if I'm spraying it out in the cold. Also, being in a flat, it gets windy up here, so kind of gotta watch out for when the wind kicks up. Remember a fancy Napoleonic crossover game from the 90s? Brits were human, French were elves, Russians undead, Prussians were Wells. I've heard of that. Good chance the orcs were British. Right, now I need an off-white. Nah, not Wraithbone. No, that's a Grennan Earth. Where are you, Rakoff? There you are, Rakoff. Hello, Rakoff. Okay, any bits and pieces here? Yeah, the cloth covering half the face. for these ones, it's a bit tricky to see. Hang on, that goes up and round. Is that... Oh, it's all a face mask. Oh. I painted it like it was skin. Yeah, your name being mentioned. So, you like Sharp, yeah? Because you're big into classic 80s and 90s TV. Well, we are discussing a series of YouTube videos that are using a game system called Silver Bayonet, which is set in the Napoleonic era with vampires and werewolves. And Peachy of Peachy Tips is doing his own narrative campaign with Sharp in it. I'm painting these in the Rakoff flesh as well. What I'm going to do is make them look like dirty white rags. You can go with a grey, build it up from grey if you want, but I want it to look more soiled than dirty, you know. And if I go over the edges, then I can just pop a bit more contrast over it to tidy up the bits that I've missed. So it works quite nicely for that as well. Yes, Peachy Beach, Scott. Yes, I'll carefully looking for soiled stuff, yeah. Undie Tips, that's exactly what it's called. Just do a mini series of YouTube shorts called YouTube Shorts or Undie Tips. Yeah, it'll just be painting underwear. Why not? Alright, these are all theories of how I'm going to paint it, by the way. Like, as my regular viewers know, I make up a lot of shit about painting, how I'm going to paint it, how it's going to work, the theories behind it. I'll just go with what feels right, really. Sometimes it pays off and sometimes it doesn't. But 100% of the time, It was me just chatting shit like I know what I'm doing. So, just to reiterate, 100% of the time I'm chatting shit, and only 50% of the time is it right. That makes perfect sense. Self-discipline of a 3-week-old puppy, exactly. You know, I'm peeing all over your couch right now. So, we are in the last 10 to 15 minutes of our chill out part of the show, where we're just painting, chilling, and you lot get to have the excitement of watching paint dry. Would you have one there? That's annoying. Really am pushing that pigment about. I'm not too fussed if some of the colours show through when I'm painting this off-white, because it'll just add to the stained look. But none of the work. That's great. You know what? I think I've managed to send the wife asleep. The Amish Dig, thank you so much for the follow. I hope you are well. Yeah, sent the wife asleep. By the way, can we just stop for a minute and just enjoy that name for a second? The Amish Stig. So, are you dressed up like the Stig from not Fifth Gear, Top Gear, but like you're just racing horse-drawn carts? Because that would be amazing. And I'm pretty sure everyone in the chat would agree. Oh man, I'll tell you what. So, today I was over at my grand's just helping out. Did a bit of yard work. And my forearms are feeling a little bit fatigued. And I have to say, painting how you're supposed to paint, because I've decided today I'm going to start leaning on my elbows on the desk instead of leaning forward like that and hunching over, just to keep my posture right. I don't know how people do this for extended periods of the day. Christ, man. It makes your arms ache. It's not normal. I've considered having a mascot character or some such that does just that. For a while, I'd consider getting a helmet with a straw hat pattern on it. I don't get out to events often enough to justify it. Oh, that'd be amazing, though. Welcome into the chat, by the way. I hope you're having a good night. Or day, depending on where you are. You working on anything at the moment? Apart from awesome helmet designs. Actually, I think my desk is too high. Do you really think it's too low? Like, I don't think I could paint any higher, really. I can adjust my seat height. But I think the whole point is that it's at eye level, right? Lower your chair a bit. Okay. There we go. It's right down, man. That was about as useful as tits and a mouse. Just my actual work. I really need to get over myself and paint a bunch of burner models so they're not good enough voice shuts off. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just painting them up. Whatever order this is. Box art order. It's just the spare force that I have. I'm just painting them up to sell them on, really. So camera's trash at picking up the detail on it, but yeah, it's good fun. Good fun. Something different. I was painting these a little while ago, and then I stopped because I just got sick of painting them. I don't know. It's been months since I come back to them. I actually had to dust them before I started painting again. How bad is that? But it was literally just the Repentia, these cyber ladies, and this chunky boy to do, and then I'm gonna job lot them on eBay. I've given up on Etsy because that's just like nothing's going on Etsy right now, man. Let's sit with my elbows further apart so a high desk works best. Ah, okay. Well, my elbows are quite far apart, the either side of me, essentially. Let me scoot in a bit more. I don't know, it's the same with like driving. I know there's supposed to be a specific distance from the wheel and the pedals and the way your back arches and stuff like that, and I can never find that sweet spot, so I'm constantly adjusting the seat. And then like I end up leaning on my arm anyway like that, one-handing it, you know? It's terrible. Bad way to drive. So do you collect sisters yourself then? The Amish dig. You sound like you might know a thing or two about them. Ah, you have a good one, Scott. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Appreciate you. I hope to see you in the next one, dude. I have the one goofy tank. Yeah. I thought about it when I was less. Aye. There's no such thing as waiting until that backlog is done. Embrace the commercialism. Hoard it. I can guarantee I already have more miniatures than I can finish in my lifetime, unless, you know, magically I become super quick and precise at painting. I got stuff that still needs finishing or repainting or has got no paint on it from when I was like 10 and 12 and 15 and 20 and 30. So, you know, having a pile of shame that extends what the better part of 30 years is terrible. But I found the best way for me to not get bogged down is to sort of escape the hype of, you know, like the starter sets for new editions. I found myself getting really hyped up every time there's a new edition, and then I realised, you know what? There's no point. Would it be cool to have that set? Sure. But do I really need it? You know what? Nah. I'm good. I don't need the rules because I don't play often enough to need the rules. I don't need those minis. They'd be nice for my collection, but I'll never get around to painting them. So now I'm just trying to paint what I got, sell what I don't want, keep the ones that I do, and then maybe one day I can get something new. But I don't mind if someone wants to send me stuff in. If someone... God, the doves. Oh my god, that one's a tricky one. Hang on. God, a dove Sparry. I hope I said that right. If you want a really uncomfortable looking paint setup, go and have a look at Atomic Mass Games. Really? Is it that bad? Did he stand? Is that it? Did he spend the whole time standing? It's Guard Conspiri. Ah! Well, thank you very much. Good evening. How are you? Oh, I appreciate that. Grazie. So, what has brought you over to the hobby corner? Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, yeah, they were metal for a very long time, weren't they? I missed a spot. Um, it seems like everyone loves watching Sisters of Battle being painted. Age of Sigma 4th edition. You know, Age of Sigma is a good game. It is a good game. And it has like one of the most successful tournament scenes as well, which is crazy considering how it's still quite a young game. Bought Skaven type box and a spearhead of Sylvaneth. Oh, nice. Nice. That's a good spread. Sylvaneth are very, very nice. It's a nice twist on the old Treekin and Wood Elves. You like their models? Yeah, they got and the newer stuff that they added recently is really nice. Those archer type ones with the sprites on their back for the wings. I think that's very cool. Never had wood elves in Fantasy Warhammer. They're close to them. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's essentially just wood elf spirits combined with the treekin that they had. But it's a nice concept, you know. I like the fact that they took elements of the existing factions from Warhammer Fantasy Battle, and then they just like took it as far as they could. So the Slayers became the Fire Slayers, and the Engineering Guild became, you know, the Carriage and Overlords with the sky ships and stuff. You know, it was great. What else with a trademarkable name? Yeah, a trademarkable IP for sure. Definitely gonna need a touch more paint. I'm gonna finish blocking in all this Rakoff flesh for all the cloth and that I'm gonna do with the off-white. I've got a lot of little details that are popping out at me that I missed previously. There's a lot of daggers just hanging out of their loincloths. At least I hope they're daggers. There's a little joke there for you. A joke I could be cancelled for, I'm sure. Right. But yeah, my next step will be to just layer it up so it just looks like dirty soiled cloth. I'll do a slightly different shade for the Oath of Moments that they have. They got a lot of the you know, those oath papers just hanging off of them, like litanies, I think they are. So I'll shade those differently, and then it will be same highlights, just different shade, which will help distinguish them separately. Because there's a lot of overlapping of those details, and then yeah. I'll be neating up the details and do some other bits and pieces. Be almost there. Almost there. I made a right pig's ear of it though. I've been so messy with it, but it will come together once all the shades go on and all that. It will hide a lot of the details that I've messed up in that. Do you know what gave me the most peace painting UW Mini? It's realizing you can just ignore all that fiddly detail if you want to. That's true, but the problem is I need to sell these, so I need to do a half decent job on them. So that is the pain of it, but you know what? It's also a bit of a joy too, because I get to flex a little bit. But there we go. We are at the end of the show. So let's pop a polka on. And we'll look for someone to raid. Let's have a look. Who have we got? Stream manager. Right, don't want to see that. Okay, raid. Right, who am I following at the moment? Okay, someone who's painting, obviously. So, you know what? Let's hit Monument Hobbies. Why not? So, start the raid there. So, first of all, we'll say goodbye to those on YouTube. Thank you very much for being here tonight. I appreciate you. Please leave a thumbs up, like, and a little comment down below. Which faction is your favourite? Is it the Sisters of Battle or something else? We'll be back again, hopefully Wednesday night. And if you want to be a superstar, you can hit that subscribe button as well. And maybe go a little bit further, be one of these fantastic folk who are on Buy Me a Coffee or the YouTube membership as well. Until then, check all the links out in the description below. Join our Discord, it's free to do so, and we will see you in the next one. Big loves to you.